Everyone in this arena has a money stake in one of our famous couples as we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tattletales. Nice to have you with us today. We have a studio audience, a terrific one, too, I might add, divided into 3 sections, blue, yellow, and red. Each one rooting for one of our celebrity couples, and they're going to win the money every time our couples win some. Would you like to meet our couples? They're terrific. Let's meet them, shall we? First, on my left, you've all seen her for a long time on Gunsmoke. She's terrific, and we love her. Amanda Blake and her husband, Frank Gilbert. It's nice to have you with us today, rookies. You're rookies.
Thank you so much.
Here we go. Next to Amanda and Frank is Marcy Lafferty and her husband, Bill Shatner. Marcy, you look lovely.
Thank you.
Do you know that from where I'm standing, I can't see the top of your... do you have something?
I really do.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Would you mind finishing that sentence, please?
Oh, you couldn't...
You can't see the top of her what?
Never mind, Bill. When you come out, you'll find out. It's nice to have you with us, too, of course. So next to Marcy and Bill is, there she is, Blondie, Elaine Joyce and her husband, Bobby Van. And, of course, it's nice to have you with us, too.
Well, thank you very much.
I say that, but I really do mean it. We're having a good time, too.
Yeah, hiya.
And, Bobby, you were terrific in Vegas, if I
Thank
didn't
you.
say that already.
Yes, you did, but thank you again.
Saw Bobby at the Riviera, and he was wonderful.
Thank you.
Dances like the wind,
Yeah.
sings. I'm going to stop building you up, you know that?
Yes.
Okay, it's time for a Tattletale Quickie. That's how we're going to start things
Okay.
off today, and I'm going to reach for it right now. Here goes my hand right into the... Okay, fellas, ready to go? This is it. Each correct answer is worth $100 for your rooting section, as you know. Men, when they talk among themselves, who do you think are more frank and open about their sex lives, men or women? Interesting question. When they talk among themselves, who do you think are more frank and open about their sex lives, men or women? Some fella just yelled out an answer from the audience, but fellas, don't you give us the answer, because we'll find out in just a minute from you. Bye. The blue section is yelling, men, men. Is that a request, or is that what you think the answer is? What do you think, Amanda? What's Frank going to say?
I'm sure he won't say anything.
He'll be totally non-committal, is that it?
Right.
Well, nevertheless...
I think he'll say nothing, too.
Well, of course, everything is so different nowadays. You know, women are being liberated. It's a problem. But Frank is square. He's a super cube. I think he'll probably say men. Yeah.
You think he'll say men?
Yeah, he'll say men.
The blue section agrees. You think it'll be men?
I think it'll be
men.
men.
Men are more open when talking about their sex lives.
Yeah.
Really? Gee, that is kind of a reversal. Okay, let's bring on Frank. See what he thinks.
Oh.
Frank? Yeah, what do you think about that, Frank? Men or women are more open when discussing their sex lives with each other?
Nothing.
What was that?
Who said that? Actually, this is one thing that I know I'm well qualified to answer.
Yes, okay.
Hot damn. But you know, men have a tendency to be, I think, probably maybe a little more on the braggadocio side. I'll go with men.
That's what she said. Interesting, you know, that you said the word braggadocio. That's not on my card. It just says open and honest is what I have on here. Thanks, Frank. You're right.
You got a new road to go.
Okay, thank you. Marcy.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm not going to find out now. What's Bill going to say?
Well, I think he'll probably say women, because I think men are more concerned with an image sometimes. I think women.
You think women are more open
Yes,
and about their sex? Frank and open is what you think.
I think so.
All right, let's see if Bill agrees with you. Bill?
Yes.
Now, who do you think is more frank and open when discussing?
I need a little clarification. Do you want my opinion of whether women are men, my opinion of whether Marcy is, or Marcy's opinion whether men or women are?
Now, I need a little clarification.
I don't know what I
What was
said.
it you just said?
Say goodnight, Gracie.
No, yes. What I want to know is what you think. Who you think is the most
I see.
open and frank
Okay.
when discussing this. Now, Marcy has had to try and guess
Right.
what you think.
Oh, in
you-
that case, she said women are.
That's what she said, and you're right. See? You didn't need any clarification at all. Wasn't that easy?
That's total obfuscation.
Yes, that too. Nevertheless, moving right along. Thank you, Bill. Elaine,
Oh.
what's Bobby going to say?
I really have no idea what he's going to say. I would have to take a guess.
Well, then why don't you do that?
Now?
Yeah, I think now would be as good a time as any, don't you?
Can we wait a half an hour
No,
or
no,
so?
let's do it now. What the heck?
Oh, okay, Bobby will say that men are more frank and open about their... He won't? Yes, he will.
Why?
Why?
Why will
Why do
Bobby
I
say?
always get stuck?
Well, because I
be-
thought it'd be interesting to know.
Well, women prevaricate a lot.
Yes, right.
And there's another word that Frank can use.
Yes.
And,
But they're just not honest about it. Is that
yeah,
it?
you know, you kind
I understand.
of...
Okay, you're going to say Bobby's
what
going
was that great movie, The Chapman Report? That was it.
That's it. Okay, let's go now. You're going to say Bobby's going to say men.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring on Bobby. Okay, Bobby.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
What's the answer now?
What was the question?
What
I
was the
forgot.
question? The question was, who's more open and frank among themselves when talking about their sex lives?
Well, I don't know. I would say, geez, that's a hard question to answer. I would venture a guess and say that I think men are.
That's what Elaine said, and you ventured a guess, and you were correct. Thank you, Bobby. Okay. At this point, Amanda, Frank, Marcy, Bill, Elaine, and Bobby all have $100 apiece. Time, game. Do you remember? For more of Tattletales after this message for you. Please come back with us.
Attention viewers, time is running out on the most incredible weight loss offer ever. There's only an extremely limited time left to try Premier Diet ZX's 2 weight-busting formulas free before they go on sale at your...
This time, it is story time. Little story question here, fellas.
Goody.
You know what happens now? I ask the ladies a question.
Yeah.
One of them's going to get press that red button first, and
Watch
we'll
that
come at
red
you with a
button.
clue in just a minute. Goodbye, fellas. See you in a minute. Goodbye. There they go. All right, ladies, ready to go? Hands upon the table when you play the game. Here is the first question. The tension mounts. 6 pairs of eyes. Here it is. An incident involving a camera. Marcy.
This was really funny. Bill does a lot of his own stunts, and he was making a movie involving an airplane, and he had to jump out of the window, and it wasn't too high off the ground, but it looked very real, and his mother called him that night, and she's always telling him to be careful about his health, you know, take care of your health, dear, always take care of your health. And she said, what'd you do today? And he said, well, Mom, I filmed a movie and I had to jump out of an airplane. And, you know, he was putting her on, really. And she was chatting away. She said, oh, how high was the jump? He said, 37,000 feet. She said, well, please be careful of your health, dear.
Well, you have to be careful if you're jumping out at 37,000 feet.
Well, the movie was The Horror of 37,000 Feet. So she was just, you know. She
Just
was,
checking up, be
Right.
sure. Wear your overcoat. And,
So-
okay, we need a clue now that Bill's going to recognize an incident involving a camera.
Chicken soup.
Never mind. She's considering it, Elaine.
stunned.
Stunt. An incident involving a camera, and stunt will be the clue.
stunt.
Okay, that's one word. That's worth $100 to your rooting section. Let's bring on the fellas. Gentlemen, we have asked a question and we have a clue, and here is the question first. An incident involving a camera. Okay? The clue is stunt. Bill. All right, Bill.
Hey, you won't believe that, but I pressed the button myself. I did it.
That's
I'm a
terrific.
stunt man. Stunt. Oh, yes. You want the
Tell
story?
us something.
Are you there, Bill?
Well, right. That was the. I used to do I do a lot of my own stunts.
Wait, I tell you what we'll do. We'll start
But
over.
I don't
Bill,
speak.
you're up.
I don't speak. I just do stunts. And my mother was very concerned over my health.
Yes.
And she said,
Okay, moving right along. It's time No.
I would have loved. I never heard the story.
What?
Gee, that sounds like a great story I didn't hear.
It'll improve the
My
ratings.
mother went bing, and that's it. I went, that's it. What is that?
We knew where he was going. We already gave him the money. We know
Give
what
us
you're
a chance back here.
Oh, no, that's it.
Watch the show.
It's
Yeah.
time for a quickie now, and if we can get them to shut up, we'll do it. As a matter of fact. All right, Van, are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go,
Yes.
fellas. This question is to you. It is a quickie. Ben,
Yes.
you go to an antique store. The salesman quotes too high a price for something you want. Who is more willing to haggle, you or your wife? One of our ladies is breaking up a lot up here. In fact, a couple of fellas are too. You go to an antique store, the salesman quotes too high a price for something you want. Who's more willing to haggle, you or your wife? Think about that, fellas, and we're coming right back shortly. All right, Amanda, you're in the shop. The guy wants too much
I
money.
never get any time to think, you know.
Well, you can take it now.
I'll go first.
I'll sing a song. Oh, that tolerant. You go ahead and think. Feeling.
Okay,
Don't encourage me.
I thought. Well, that makes you
That makes you
think
think quick, doesn't it?
Okay, I'll tell you. Frank is cheap.
That's a good thought.
He
Frank?
is so tight.
Old
really.
Frank is a little tight with the buck,
Yeah,
huh?
he really is, and he'll just really worry about pennies. He's really penny wise and pound foolish.
So he would do that.
He would do the haggling.
Okay. So the answer is Frank is.
Yeah.
You or your wife, and he'll say me. Frank. Frank, who's going to do the haggling in the antique store? You or Amanda?